Vanoggend saam met my in die ateljee is Tapson. Nou hy is die taktiese bemarkingsbeplanner by John Deere. En ons gaan 'n bietjie praat onder meer oor John Deere se nuwe stroper, maar eers 'n bietjie oor die industrie. Alex, welcome to GROOTplaas.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
It's a massive pleasure having you here. I think when it comes to challenges of sustainability in agriculture, that's so prevalent. And according to you, how should this be addressed by agricultural manufacturers?
I think it's being addressed by all manufacturers at the moment. I mean, I think it's a core mission for all OEMs to reduce emissions, reduce fuel burn, try to keep the soil healthy to sustain the future of food growth and just agriculture in general.
Yes.
John Deere itself, I mean, we're investing a lot of money to try and make sure we can keep to these things. I mean, we're always trying to find ways to make things more sustainable, like I said, lower the emissions, just to make sure farming has a long and healthy future and that we can feed generations to come.
Which is so needed, right?
Yeah, I mean, we hope to be around for a long time.
But I think you guys are doing an amazing job so far. Can you explain how technology is transforming the farming industry when we look at today? How does that picture look?
I think technology has become a very prevalent thing in the industry lately, especially in the last 20 years.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think of the introduction of auto-track in the early 2000s. Most farmers pushed back against it, thinking or saying, look, I can drive my own tractor, we don't need this.
Yeah.
Auto-track today, if it's not working, they call the technicians out, the machine's down. Technology help increase productivities, help farmers cut costs, it's helped them prepare for the next season, helps them learn from the previous season. I mean, data analytics right now is probably the most prevalent thing in agriculture. If you don't learn from the previous season, you don't know how to plan for the next season.
Yes.
And I think that's something that every farmer worldwide, not just in this country, is taking very seriously. And we're hoping to grow that up in Africa as well.
I think if we look at the bigger picture, what role should manufacturers play in supporting specifically farmers during economic fluctuations?
So with John Deere Finance, we try to see how we can help the farmer minimize their costs every month. If it is a bad season, we try to see how we can help as well. We're always there to help. I mean, if you come to John Deere Finance or to your dealer, we always try our best to see what we can do, how we can make things work. And yeah, then we look forward to the next season after that and try to see how we can support further.
I think if we are looking ahead, what are the future trends that you guys are seeing in agriculture that manufacturers should be prepared for? They should be on the lookout for it.
So I think it comes back down to technology.
Yes.
We have a saying now at John Deere, technology has never moved this fast, but it's never going to move this slow again.
Wow, that's profound.
Things are moving at such a rapid rate. And I think we need to make sure we're geared up and our dealers are geared up and our farmers are geared up for the technology change that's going to be that is going to be coming fast and hard. And like I said, it's difficult in the beginning, but once you embrace it, technology is going to change the way we do anything, make things more efficient, make things more cost effective. Seasons are becoming unpredictable. We have shorter windows, we have longer windows. Rain is becoming unpredictable. So technology helps minimize that gap there. So if we can harvest quicker or plant quicker, just helps anything depending on the seasons that if something is not going according to plan, we can adjust, we can be flexible. And I think that's going to make a big difference in the next couple of years with the technology.
I think one of the important things is just to know and stress the fact that people should not be scared of how fast technology is moving. Yeah. It's actually exciting, right?
Yeah, look, change is always scary.
It is.
Those who embrace change generally are the ones that survive the longest. Technology is not there to replace you. It's not there to make things more difficult for you. I think once you get the hang of it and you see how life-changing it is, I mean, you think about cell phones when they first came out, nobody wanted them or nobody saw the need for them. Now, with our cell phone, you basically cut it from the whole world. So as technology evolves in the farming space, things will start becoming the same way. And technology has become a key point of life, especially in farming.
Alex, to say that John Deere is passionate about the agricultural industry worldwide, it's an understatement, right?
I would say so. I mean, we've been in this industry since 1837. We haven't gone anywhere. I don't think we're going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's anyone that works in the company, their blood is green. They look forward to the mornings when they wake up. I mean, that's also thanks to customers. I mean, without farmers, we wouldn't have jobs that we love. We wouldn't have families that we get to feed. And as long as they got that passion and the farmers got the passion themselves, I think Deere employees will always have the same passion every day when they get to work.
Thanks. We're going to pick up our chat just now. Ons is nou weer terug.
pakkie gemaak?
Dis nie 'n pakkie nie. Dis 'n Hilux.
Welkom terug. Ons gesels steeds met Alex Tapson en hy is die taktiese bemarkingsbeplanner by John Deere. Alex, I would love to know from you, what sets John Deere apart from other agricultural manufacturers?
Like I mentioned earlier, we've been around since 1837, and since then, John Deere has always been at the forefront of agriculture. I mean, we're always reinvesting in our products. We're always developing new technology, trying to see how we can push farming forward. We try and see how we can break the barrier every day. I mean, every time we come up with something new, it always changes the industry. We always try to be market leaders, especially innovation and technology and the tech side. We're trying to give farmers everything they need at their fingertips.
That's absolutely amazing. Can you tell us, and we're here to talk about the new S7 series compared to the previous S7 and the current competitive models. What is that big difference and that big reason to be excited about?
So I'd say the biggest change up front that you'll see is the new design. We've taken cues from the X9. We've given it the same bodyworks. It's got the same cab. So what's nice about that is when operators swap between machines, they're comfortable with the cab. So they know where the controls are. Nice thing about the X9 cab is it's more spacious, it's got better visibility. Front-end equipment's getting bigger and bigger. Farmers are starting to farm at larger scales. So visibility helps with the safety side of everything. Then I'd say the biggest change that will come in is the new technology we've introduced into the S7 range and also coming to our X9 range as well. So we got something called Combine Settings Automation, which then it's changed the way you set up your combine at the beginning of the season. It takes what used to be sometimes anything between 2.5 hours to a day to set up a combine. It takes now max half an hour.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah, I mean, we tested it now down in the Northern Cape, and the setup, even changing between fields, it's revolutionary how quick it is now to set up the combine and be ready for your harvest. Then we got predictive ground speed automation, which also takes a lot of the worry away from the farmer. It lets him worry more about his data than actually having to worry about what's going on in the scenery around him.
Alex, what makes combine automation and predictive ground speed automation a game changer?
Compared to the technology in our oldest 7, this is completely different. It's something we've been working on for the last 10 years. It was 2 separate projects when John Deere started this. So we had the yield maps and we had the front-facing cameras as 2 separate projects. But we couldn't make either one sustainable or make it cost-effective.
Yes.
So we decided to merge the 2 projects together, and that's how we got to where we are now with the combine automation and the predictive ground speed. From merging these 2 projects together, it's actually covering the weaknesses of both programs. So the front-facing cameras, if the weather was bad or there's dust, it was battling to see what was in front of it. So that's now when the yield maps will come in, and that'll actually take over from the cameras to make sure that the technology still works. And in fields where you do have bad connectivity and the maps aren't working properly, you now have the front-facing camera that'll take over. So you combining this technology together, combine's making active adjustments while it's harvesting. Rather than reacting to what it's harvesting, it's now proactive and it starts making changes based on what it's going to harvest. With predictive ground speed automation, the combine already knows, thanks to the front-facing cameras and the yield maps, what is it going into. So if it's high-yielding parts of your land, it knows to slow down, to make adjustments at the back of the combine to make sure that you don't have unnecessary losses, you're not burning too much fuel. Your combine's always working at 100% efficiency. And I think a change like that, for any farmer, once they see it, it's going to change the way they think about harvesting.
I'm very excited, and all sounds so good. But will it work to be suitable for the South African market specifically?
There's always fears when we bring something new in. They always say, no, you test in Europe, you test in America, it's not suitable for African or South African farming. So we tested it down in the Northern Cape. We spent 3 weeks down in Lukhof, down in Douglas area. The results we saw pretty much mirrored what we saw down in America and Europe. The nice thing is we can in constant talk with the factory while we're doing these tests. So if we see something that we don't think is working or not working right, we have people there 24/7 that can help us. And that just also helps when the machine does arrive for sale. All the issues that we experienced is then taken away once it gets to the field. And if you do experience anything that you think is not right, we've spent a month with it. We have the knowledge, or we have experience working with the machine, so us and the dealer will know how to handle your problems if any do come up.
I think when we talk about return on investment, which is such an important thing to talk about, how can farmers justify the purchase of the new S7?
So, look, return on investment is all about what you get back.
Yes.
And I mean, just looking at the lowering of costs, I mean, our fuel burn on that is a lot lower than we had in the previous model. We managed to get through the fields 2 days quicker than expected. And we spoke about earlier, with these shorter windows and unpredictable rains, you don't have the luxury that you used to have of long harvesting seasons. I mean, those are all ways you're going to be making your money back and saving money in the future.
What kind of support and service can customers expect when they purchase a combine?
When you buy any John Deere equipment, you're not just buying a piece of machinery, the dealer's buying into a partnership with you. The dealer will help you set up your machines. They're there every season before the season starts to do expert checks on your machinery. Make sure that you have the right parts and you're ready for the harvest, ready for the planting season. John Deere dealer network, I mean, it's expansive. I don't think anyone comes close to the amount of outlets that they have. And that's something us as John Deere, and I'm sure our dealers, we're all very, very proud of.
Alex, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for coming in, and just good luck with this new series.
Yeah, thank you very much, and good luck to all the farmers out there with the gear coming up. Wishing you all the best, and yeah, thank you very much.
It's going to be a good year. Dit is dan nou Alex Tapson, en hy is die taktiese bemarkingsbeplanner by John Deere. Nou weet jy eers die goeie en die nuwe nuus.